You could never accuse the BMW i3 of trying to fit in. Does this look like anything else you've seen lately? For better or worse, the answer to that is no. It might not be the prettiest thing out there with its oddly curved side windows and a face that looks like it never smiles. It looks like it's something out of a futuristic movie. But it's a little bit more than a look. The i3 is part of the same i sub-brand as the extraordinary i8, but instead of a supercar, it's a city car. Like its better-known brother, the i3 is made from lightweight carbon fiber reinforced plastic to keep the weight down. But critically, the i3 is all electric. 0 to 60 takes about 7 seconds. Now that's not supercar fast, but you'll surprise a lot of people. To help mitigate the power consumption, the i3 has regenerative brakes. As the car slows down, the brakes capture some kinetic energy and use it to recharge the batteries. Now if you play things right, you barely even have to touch the brakes in the i3. As soon as you let off the throttle, the car starts decelerating. And one of the coolest things about it is that as you come to a stop, the car smooths everything out, just like you would try to do. Now that's clever. The energy collected by the brakes will give you a few more miles of charge if you're careful. I managed 70 miles on a single charge in New York, which isn't the biggest range, but then this isn't the biggest car. This i3 also has a 650cc gas generator on board to charge the batteries in case of an emergency, extending the potential range to 140 miles. Either way, the i3 is cheap to run, just 3.5 cents a mile in New York City. Unlike many other cars this size, the i3 is a really inviting place to be. It's very open and airy. The i3's interior is made with recycled and repurposed materials, and this one has eucalyptus on the dash. It may not be everyone's thing, but it's undeniably cool. And even though it's got some of the skinniest tires I've ever seen, and even though it leans through corners like a sailboat, the i3 can be entertaining. The steering is much more responsive than expected, though the car hits its limits really quickly. It's perfect for zipping through city traffic. So, case closed. Well done, BMW. Not exactly. The i3 has wide, flat seats that offer next to zero bolstering or support. They're flat out uncomfortable. And the suspension doesn't make things any better. The i3 is spongy, sending all the road's dips and bounces straight to you. It's not the kind of BMW you'll drive just for fun. And it's still tough to get over the limited electric range and long charging times. It took me 6 hours to charge the i3 from a completely dead battery. So I was constantly glancing at the dash to see just how much juice I had left. It's also really expensive. This one is 52 grand. That's a lot to pay to be an early adopter. So on the whole, the i3 isn't that practical, it's certainly not affordable, and it's not that great to drive. But it's greater than the sum of its parts. There's nothing quite like it right now, and it's hard to put a price on that.